Everybody else would meet us as we go along. So, did anybody actually tend to trade gold and come out profitable last week?
Nah.
No? That's pretty weird because I got kicked out of the trade, but I got kicked out at 70K. Uh, that was because I was holding from last week. So from last week hold, the old from last week to this week, because last week at one point last week I was over 100, and I got to 113, 117 last time I checked. So I just put my stop loss and put everything in profit zone and hoped for the best. And then a couple of states in America started opening. And so the moment they announced that they were opening for business, gold started going back up because the investors are seeing it as a threat. If the business started opening back up without any sufficient plan, it means they're going to lock down eventually, in which what's going to happen is gold is going to keep going higher and higher and higher. Anytime there's a negative effect on the economy, gold seems to keep going high. So I think that's basically what happened to gold. And I was able to come out profitably. But how bad were you hit, Mukhtar?
Was
Hello? The mic just cut off for a second.
it was 2% of my account.
Okay,
Really heavy.
Okay, it wasn't really heavy. And who else got hit? I guess everybody else here is quite new. The rest hasn't shown up yet. So how did you go in, though? How did you sort out your entry? Can you hear me, Mukhtar? I don't know if you can hear me. All right. So let's say, for example, now on the gold trade, what happened is we took the trade somewhere around here. Hello? Yeah. My sound card just cut off for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just put it back. So yeah, thanks, Mukhtar. Fixed. Thank you. So basically, our entry was a week before, and if I'm not mistaken, we went in somewhere around here. I mean, I personally went in somewhere around here, and then price started turning last week back up. So even if you've gone in on, let's say, Monday or Tuesday, for example, around here, because I remember we did an entry zone for it, you should still be profit at least 300 plus pips before this turned back up. So I presume, Mukhtar, in your case, you probably went in somewhere down here. Do you lock yourself in profits whenever you're in profit?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I went in around 1731.
1731. Wait, what? Wait,
Yep.
here?
Yes.
Here?
Yes, 17. No, it was already late. It was when it was pulling back up.
That was really late.
Oh, you mean here then? That last week, somewhere around here. So you got caught in the consolidation.
Yeah.
No. You should have, like, basically. Okay, let me just go to the seasonal chart. If you're new to this, this is what we call a seasonal chart. I think there's a couple of new people here. So seasonal chart is basically the average of the market in the last 5, 15, and 40 years, which gives us, the best option or best date for which we go into the market. So if I'm not mistaken, on the 21st, we see 3 alignments here. So on the 21st could have been one of the best days to go in. So let me just note this back on a daily time frame. I mean, because of the coronavirus, everything has been acting weird. So will have used it. So here would have been your entry, 21st on this day, 21st right here. It still obeyed a little bit. Regardless of how it was, it obeyed a little bit. And even if you went in on the start of 21st, you know, it would have, I mean, if you use the PZ, you will have known that your entry should be around this line right here. And if you had followed the PZ, your entry will have been spot on, in which your exit will be here, 378 pips. Let me add something. There was one part that I think you didn't, average true range. I think there was one part you didn't pay attention to, in which this was why I moved all my stop loss into the profit zone. And why is this moving off? And it's the moving average, the 20 moving average. So just load the 20 moving average. Did you look at the 20 moving average at any point? Did anyone actually look at the 20 moving average?
Yes, I did. I always look at all the moving averages.
Yeah, so basically what happened was when price hit the 20 moving average, that was where you should actually have moved all your position into profit zone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because of the rejection.
The rejection was clean. The rejection was very clean. It rejected it off. I got kicked out on this day and I just left it. I just left the market and basically pulled back up. Because of this 20 moving average right here, I mean, it's one of the things that we learned at the first session. 20 moving average, 50 moving average, and 200 moving averages. Those three are very dangerous. And if we had used the seasonal, because the seasonal right here on, where's that date again? On the 21st, all three align, right, for the drop. And the 40 years told us it's going to come to the 22nd that we get a pull back up. But even if we had gone in on that 21st and then use the PZ support and resistance, you'll have seen on the start of 21st, market opened around here. So your PZ was around here. The only place you would have gone in was here. And even if we go to a lower time frame, for example, let me go on the 4-hour time frame. So 21st, 4-hour time frame. So 21st started somewhere around here. So this was the candle. So at the start of 21st, price did as if it was going to touch it. Even if you were impatient and went in at the 20 moving average here and set your stop loss behind right here, about 32 pip stop loss, you'll have still profited at least 355 pips if you did take your profit from the 20 moving average, and which is around the zone right here over support. So basically, what price is doing right now, price is reacting to a lot of factors, and because these datas are not really what we're accustomed to, what we're used to, we have to be very careful. That's why the first rule is once you're in profit enough, move your stop loss into profit. I mean, 300 pips profit is no joke of a profit. Even with a one lot position, that's $3,000 for you to keep right there. 0.10, that's 300, to keep right there. And if you use even 0.01, that's 30 to keep right there. But I don't think you're using 0.01 in this situation. Probably 0.03 minimum. About 90 to 100 to keep in this situation. So that's the dilemma we got, because I got kicked out somewhere around here after the rejection. So, but it's all good. If you're risking 2% of your account, then you're fine. Did anyone take more than the 2% hit? No? Okay. If that's the case, then we're still on track. Right now, I don't know about re-entry, because I want to wait and see what's really happening. And if we look at the seasonal chart, let's put it right. Today's 26th. The next entry date will be 29th. Wow. The next entry date will be 29th. So the 29th will be the next entry date right here. So we can't really use information from the COT report. I mean, and we can't really use the probability because it's not following anything. The only thing that I can presume market is going to still follow a little bit is a seasonal, because there has to be a constant in what's going on all around the world. And if you look at the COT report for gold, you can see people are not even being active anymore. The big guys are not being active anymore. Look at where it's active. The small guys are the active guys now. The big ones are no longer active. So they're not even trading. These guys are no longer trading. So you have to be very, very, careful when you're trading now. And so basically, I would say the next time we trade, and because I've already said I'm only focusing on gold anyway, is on the 29th. So that would be, what's 29th? On Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we'll look for a short opportunity again, which price is currently stuck right here, right now. So if we look on the 29th, we don't care whatever it does from now to 29. But on the 28, come to 28, we have to look. If price has broken out above this level, then probably entry will be somewhere around here for a retest down there. Even if we take, 100 or maybe 500 pips from this, that would be good. In this situation was 300 pips. I mean, in my case, I took, if I'm not mistaken, about 600. So I would say I would recommend no need to trade. Just study the chart for now. And then on the 29th would be the best option to come back in to come trade. Is there any questions? No?
No.
Okay. In that case, would you guys want me to do like a technical analysis on this? Does anyone want me to do any technical analysis on this? And if you're pretty new to to trading, because I'm seeing new names right here, please feel free to ask any questions. There's no need to have questions that are not being answered. If you have any questions, just please ask. I will be willing to answer your questions. Based on the pandemic right now, there's not much trading activities going on. So we are only taking a few trading opportunities, the ones that I think will be best for us to do, to capitalize on, to utilize in the moment. And one of them was this gold trade that we had last week and the week before. So we're still going to have another opportunity on the 29th, 3 days from now. So if you guys would like me to do a technical analysis on that, I can do it. I can do that and make that happen. Does anyone want a technical analysis?
Wouldn't mind that, please.
Okay, we'll do that then. So basically, let me just get this on the chart. Yeah, man. So just delete this and push this all the way down. So the first thing we should always pay attention to is put this up. Give me 2 seconds. I just want to put something out right here. Yeah, the first thing we have to always pay attention to is our moving averages. That's how I normally trade. Go to the moving average, go my 200, 50, and 20, and then go on a higher time frame like the monthly chart. So from the monthly chart, what you want to look for is areas of support and resistance close to where price is currently at. And this month already, we can see price has already breached above a new level right here. It's tried it for the past 2 months. It's unable to go up, so it's breached a little bit above it. So what I'm going to try to do is go to the left-hand side and look what area has price tried to breach before but was unsuccessful. And right now, I look right here, it seems to be quite a big area in which price has been unsuccessful to breach. So the body of the candle never closed above here before, but eventually closed above here. So here will be my first point to highlight. And then my second point would be the next part, which price didn't break above. And even mainly looking at that, you can see price got here, which was the top that it got to in 2011. And price got back there and started rejecting back down to the downside. So that's a good area. Now, I'm not seeing too much going on the monthly side. So I'm just going to switch a little to the weekly side and then go all the way back as well and try to look for areas in which price didn't tend to move past. So currently looking at it, I can see right here seems to be a very good level. So price tend to look for support around this region, and you can see a little bit of support right here, but never really broke out of it. So but eventually what happened is the support right here always turned to resistance. So this right here, this red line right here will be a resistance level. So I'm just going to change the color a little bit So just to differentiate it, everything else, I think I'm gonna use Y. Use that. So right here, this level right here, eventually is when price kind of break below this level. This will be our new entry level, resistance level, which we can use to enter the market. Obviously, we can see some wicks right here, but this will be ideally where I want to look for if price seems to break to the lower side and take a trade. Okay, so that's the second level right there. And then I'm just going to go to the daily chart. Now, me having this points already is this. Now, what I want to see is price moving in here sometime next week. If price moves in here sometimes left through between this red line, these two red lines, that would be my first on the 29th. Keep in mind, we already have the fundamental right here pointing to the 29th. So come on the 29th, if price moves somewhere in between this red line, if price is somewhere in between this red line, I'll be looking for entry. And then the easiest way for me to look for entry, for the guys that have this, is I use the day trading indicator, and I'm just gonna put that on. So at the red side or the orange section, when the kind of points that, it means sell. If it points ahead, it means buy. If it's blue, it means buy. So what I want to expect on a technical aspect is come on the 29th, I'm gonna go to a time frame such as, let's say, 15-minute. If you're using an indicator like this, if you're not using an indicator and you're doing it by yourself, I always recommend going on a higher time frame. And what I want to look for is if price goes in this yellow area between these two red on the 29th, and it gives me an arrow that points down, a PZ arrow that points down, this orange box that points down, then what I want to do is I'm going to take a short trade. Right. So if price comes anywhere between here and gives me this box right here on the 29th, I am selling on that day. Okay. Simple strategy. You have your season already pointing down on that day, and you get your PZ confirmation on that day. You go down and you set your stop loss just behind the arrow, the box right here, so you don't lose too much. In this case, I know it's 15 minutes, 79 pips. Because gold is so big and it's very volatile, it moves very quickly and very rapidly, I would recommend going with a smaller lot size. So if your initial lot size was 0.10, you should probably go in with 0.30. So giving you that leverage in terms of lot size to go in with. Okay? It's very simple, straightforward, straight to the point. That would be what I would do. Now, let's say it comes on the 29th and price is not in here, but price seems to have gone lower. What I would do is my next level is somewhere around here. I want to see price come in between this red line or this turquoise line right here, and I want to see this arrow. If price gives me that arrow within those two zones, I would sell. If price is now below here on the 29th, I would wait and observe for price to probably touch one of the moving averages. It's either the 250 or 20. And if price pulls back and touch any of those moving averages, then I see the entry. That's when I take my trade to the downside. Is that simple? Or does anyone have a question? Is there any question about that? No? You guys seem very quiet. I don't know if it's because, you guys understand this fully, or the market has literally given, a lot of beating last week. I don't know. Which is it? Where is this excitement?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, if you guys are okay with that, I mean, I just keep it on that level and say, okay, that's fine. Keep in mind, though, one thing you should keep in mind, I think things are opening back up little by little. I mean, in Spain, people have been allowed to go out. Kids have been allowed to go out to go play. America, I'm not really sure what that country is doing at the moment. The president came out and said they should drink the detergent, or they should drink sanitizers, or whatever he said they should drink. Apparently 30 people already done that. So, it's crazy. I don't know what America's doing, but regardless of whatever happens, if they decide to open back the airports and, traveling can be done, do not forget, guys, this could be something that turns your trading account, around. And that would be, I would recommend for everyone to trade airline stocks. So whichever airline you can get your hands on, if it's, you know, Lufthansa, Air America, whatever airline you can get your hands on, British Airways, you should buy that, because once anything is open in the airline, it's gonna keep going up and up and up. And a prime example is, if we look at, let me just look for one of the airlines right here if I can find one. If we look at, oh, nah, I don't really care about EasyJet. It's not that big. I'm just trying to find an airline that I can use for an example. Deutsche Bank. Okay, Lufthansa right here. So as you can see, look.
Hey, hi.
Hey, how you doing, Shanawaz? You good?
Fine, fine. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. We're just talking about the airlines and what we can do. As you can see right here, like Lufthansa is taking a massive beating. Look, this is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous beat. I mean, even right now we can still trade this, but I wouldn't recommend trading this now. We need a massive pullback. You know, also like the sell signal here, the sell signal here, the sell signal here, really clean signals to have taken. Here, clean signal. Right here, you probably have locked yourself in, you get rid of it. Right here, you would have lost. But imagine how many wins you would have had. You'll have had 1, 2, 3, lost 1, 4, 5, 6. So 6 against 1. So that'll have been a good win. So as you can see, Lufthansa has been going all the way down, all the way down. It's been going down even way before the coronavirus, and the coronavirus just literally accelerated. So what we'd expect to see is when they open back up, we should see some at least pull back up to maybe the 200 moving average right here. So we want to get that. So that's one example of an airline you can buy. BAE Systems. I'm not really sure about BAE Systems. BAE Systems, I don't think that's an airline. I'm not really sure. Rolls Royce, maybe might buy a Rolls Royce. I'm thinking of buying Rolls Royce because they produce jet engines, right? So that's not a good one to want to invest in. So we're gonna look for a buy in that, and then not really care. Yeah, Boeing. Well, this would be one of my favorites to go for. Boeing, if anything at all, should be. Whoa, damn! Nah, this is a collapse, man. So Boeing would be another one to buy. So to buy that up, and this would at least give you 1,000 plus pips. 1,760 pips would be something to actually benefit from. Be a very, very good one. Damn, I don't even know. I wasn't looking to sell this. If I had known, I would have sold this, man. But it's all good. So airline, wow. I've never seen this before. I've never seen something like this before. This is ridiculous. This is totally ridiculous. This is a space of 1 month. In 1 month, this thing crashed all it has gained within 2016. Nah, not even 2016. Yeah, 2016. Yeah, from 2016, what it's gained from the start of 2016 or 2015, actually. 2015, it's gone below that. So what it's made from 2015 up to 2018, or let's say around here, actually. So around 2018, yeah. Price lost literally 2 years of work in less than a month. Nah, whoever owns this, man.
This corona really hitting people hard.
Oh my days, man. You know, it's crazy stuff. So if anything at all, you want to buy this. Airlines, something you want to invest in now. You know, to buy that back up. It might not go all the way back up. They would probably struggle for a little while. I won't be surprised if they call for a bailout very soon. But, you know, you buy back up. I think Virgin Airways is actually in trouble as well. So, because I'm hearing the Virgin Atlantic is at the verge of bankruptcy, about to file for bankruptcy, and that's a very big company. So, I don't know if I have them right here on my screen. I need to check somewhere else for that one. And yeah, Brian, let me even see what Ferrari's saying. These guys are not getting hit. Okay, they go hit a little bit, but they seem to have bounced back, so they're cool. I'm not really investing in this. So yeah, guys. So that's basically it for today. There's not really much to really talk about because there's not really much going on right now. The only thing that's sure is short in the market, short in the market, short in the market. But right now, gold would be the one to trade on the 29th to sell. Probably within the red section or within the section or anything below you sell. But don't forget, since the 20 moving average has kicked the market up this time around, when next price gets to the 20 moving average, take part of your profit out and lock your trade in profit just in case it doesn't break through and it started pulling back up. You can't really say what's going to happen today or tomorrow because we don't really know. So I would recommend taking your profit when price hit the 20 moving average. And if it actually, you keep some of your position there and it actually breaks, then take your profit unfailingly at the 50 moving average. So we want to see a bottoming out, a little bit more bottoming out on that. But, hopefully price gets stuck at this level and they don't say anything stupid on the news. So fingers crossed, guys, and let's hope for the best. Is there any questions?
No, bro.
All right. Okay. In that case, if we don't have any questions, does anyone have anything they want to talk about, or is there anything new?
The gold will push more upside now.
What, gold?
It will push more upside.
Hopefully not. I'm just expecting it to do a raid for the people that sold right here, to do a raid a little bit to here and then short again, because the seasonal was showing 29. The seasonal is showing 29 for a sell, so we might actually see a sell coming on the 29th, on the market on the 29th. So for that, I'm looking to sell on the 29th, somewhere on the 29th. Once I get a good entry, I'm going to sell. Right out within this area, or anywhere below here will be fine for me. So I can't really point exactly where the market is going to be on the 29th. Hopefully push back a little bit higher and come into the zone. Preferably I want to sell from here. So at least it will give a good amount of profit, maybe 900 pips before it touched the 20 moving average again. Last time I was able to take just about 700 right here, but I took about maybe 500 to 600 pips out of it. So if we can get a 900 pips fall, maybe we might be able to take 600, 700 pips from that. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Shannon was think. Okay.
Yes.
All right, that's cool. So in that case, basically, that's it. That's basically it for today. There isn't any much stuff to go about or to talk about. I've tried to trade as minimal as possible. I'm not trading that much. I've only traded once in the past, maybe in the past 2 months, once or twice. So, and it's been profitable. I mean, I'm not even gonna complain. It's been good. But I do know that it's been difficult for some of you guys and you'll be taking hits in the market. So just keep your head up, keep your hopes up, and you'll be definitely fine 100%. You'll be fine 100%. Just don't trade without knowing what you're trading or what you're going into. Use your moving average of 20, 50, 200 is very necessary. I mean, right here was no-brainer until I moved my stop loss into profit. But always make sure you're checking your moving averages. And if you have the PZ, if you have it, just use it. There's no point of not using it. It will have given you some good entries and good exits. So I'm thinking maybe I'll teach you guys on how to edge, but teaching you on how to edge, if you don't do it right, you might end up losing your entire account with it. So I'm still contemplating the best way I should approach that with you. So, all right, guys. If there's no more question, I'd like to end the webinar there today. Is there any more questions? No? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for attending. I really do appreciate you for coming through. And we keep our fingers crossed and pray that this coronavirus comes to an end so we can go back.
Sorry. In the US, you said the president said if you drink detergent.
It was telling them to hand sanitizer if they can formulate a way that they can be injected into the people's bloodstream. That would be nice. So people ended up drinking bleach and hand sanitizers.
Oh, we're gonna die.
6 people. 6 people did. 6 people really did that. So that's crazy. But apparently they said, it was a good strategy for some, in a way. I mean, indirectly it worked because now the pharmaceutical companies and the doctors are admitting that vaccines are not good for people. Apparently vaccines do have some of the ingredients that hand sanitizers have and detergents have in them. So vaccines have some chemicals that are not even good for you. So in general now they're not admitting vaccines are no good for you. Because even vaccinating people, Bill Gates said everybody has to be vaccinated if the world is going to go back to normal. But they've now determined that even though you're vaccinated, it doesn't mean you're immune to the coronavirus, because people that have been cured from it are getting it again. So if people are cured from it, they still end up getting it back again. So that's crazy. So even though your body has fought it once successfully, it doesn't mean when it comes back in, your body's going to recognize it. It's going to keep fighting, basically. So if someone gets it the first time, they don't die. The second time, they might die. So that's what it is.
Shit is crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, currently right now, the world doesn't look as if it's going to be the same again. But the planet is healing, so... it's crazy, man. Been locked in the house for 2 months is like being in prison, bro. It's all good. It's all good. We just got to cope. And we just hope everything goes back to normal very soon. Yeah. Is there any more questions? No? Okay, guys. Thank you very much for attending the webinar. I really do appreciate you guys for coming through. And stay safe. On the 29th will be the day to take the trade. And make sure you use your PZ if you have, or any entry indicators that you have. And don't forget your moving average, the 20, 50, the 200. Do not forget those three. They're very important for you to always keep in touch with. Look, you can see what the 20 is doing right here, just scooping the market up. You have to be very careful when you're trading. So make sure you're using all your tools this time around, because the market is not smiling at all. So yeah, that would be it, guys. All right, guys, take care of yourself and have a lovely evening.
And you too, bro.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.